I sit in the basement parking lot after parking my car and let out a sigh. The thought of going into the supermarket, walking through the aisles, and then waiting in line at checkout feels overwhelming. For the past couple of months, I've become an expert at slacking off, a workaholic turned procrastinator. I used to be a hardworking, talented engineer, but I lost my job in a recent mass layoff. I had given my heart and soul to that company, only to be discarded in an instant. It made me question myself. Was I really talented? I spiraled into depression, spending the last month binge-watching TV shows and munching on junk food. I barely left the house unless absolutely necessary. And now, here I am, out of food, needing to refill my snack drawer so I can continue my downward spiral, glued to the couch, lost in crime shows. As I sit there, forcing myself to move from my car seat, I notice a man in a wheelchair passing in front of my car. He sees me sitting there, my head leaning against the window, and he smiles. Ah, what a charming smile, I think. He radiates confidence, power, and control over his life. And then it hits me. If he can do it, I can too. A spark ignites inside me. I take a deep breath, push myself up from the seat, and walk toward the elevator. I walk straight to the junk food aisle and start filling up my cart. Then, I head to the frozen food section and grab a few tubs of ice cream. Done. I make my way to the checkout. As I wait in line, I see him again at the next counter. He's in his wheelchair, placing fruits and meat on the register. He's smiling and chatting with the young cashier. They laugh and high-five at something. Sharing an effortless moment of joy, I watch him, thinking. Despite his challenges, he's so full of life. And here I am, acting like life has lost all meaning just because I lost a job. I compare myself to him and suddenly feel small, like I've let my struggles define me. He picks up his bags, carefully placing them on his lap. A man in front of him offers to help, but he firmly declines and moves toward the elevator. Something shifts in me. I feel a little better, a little lighter. I decide, right then and there, that I need to work on myself and climb out of the hole I've dug. The cashier's voice pulls me from my thoughts, and I start unloading my cart onto the conveyor belt. I pick up my bags and walk back to the elevator. As soon as I step out into the basement, I see him again, talking on his phone. I pass by and head to my car, which is parked near the elevator. After placing my bags in the trunk, I turn around and see him once more, passing by my car. He smiles, and I smile back. That's when his bag of fruits slips from his lap and spills onto the ground. "Ah, fuck me," he shouts. I rush to help him, quickly picking up the scattered fruits and placing them back into the bag, he apologizing repeatedly. "It's okay," I assure him. Once everything is back in the bag, I ask, "Would you like me to walk you to your car?" He hesitates for a moment before saying, "That would be a great help." As we walk, I glance around and ask, "Why did you park so far when there are so many empty spaces here?" He responds, "The disability parking spots are over there." I instantly feel embarrassed. "Ah, of course," I say awkwardly, making a vague gesture as if my brain isn't working properly. He chuckles at my reaction. Just then, my phone rings. I pull it out of my handbag, glance at the screen, and, clumsy as ever, fumble it. The phone tumbles to the ground, landing about a foot ahead of us. I sigh. "I swear I'm the clumsiest person alive," I mutter, taking quick steps to retrieve it. But as I bend down, something catches my eye. His shoes. They aren't clean. There's mud and small blades of grass stuck to the soles. A strange feeling creeps over me. How can a man who cannot walk have such dirty shoes? The thought unsettles me, but I don't let it show. I pick up my phone and continue walking. "Where did you say you parked?" I ask, trying to sound casual. "Just over there," he replies, pointing toward the far end of the basement parking lot. A wave of uneasiness washes over me. That area is completely empty. I've watched enough crime TV shows to know when something doesn't feel right. And I can't shake the thought. Why were his shoes dirty? I stop in my tracks. He stops too. "What's wrong?" he asks. For a moment, I freeze. Then, without thinking, I place his bag on his lap and take a step back. "Sorry, I just remembered something," I blurt out before turning and running in the opposite direction. I don't look back. I reach my car, jump inside, and drive away as fast as I can. In my rearview mirror, I see him sitting there, watching me. That night, while eating dinner, I turn on the news. Breaking news. A woman has been abducted from a supermarket parking lot. The suspect posed as a disabled man to lure her to his car. A chill runs down my spine. The CCTV footage flashes on the screen. It's him. Trembling, I grab my phone and dial the police.